What's up, everybody? We are out here at Bay 3, stage number 3, our StrengthErg yet again, but now we are covering the women's 40+ division. And while we've been showcasing a lot of the elites over the last couple of years, our men and women's 40+ are incredibly competitive, and that is one of the squads that we are going to be featuring today as they set their ergs and their judges help them. Let's see who we have in each lane. Cheryl Turner in one. Becky Wagner already punched her ticket to nationals. This is her second regional event of the season. Carla Herdzik. Did I say it right? Herdzik. Yeah. Herdzik. We got it. Cami Porticalian. And last but not least, Jamie Lasko. We're ready. I mean, you can see how ready she is with her bright neon hot pink sneakers. We love to see it. Bring in the hype. Bring in the color.
If you have an issue, if it's not going down, just call me over. Okay?
Our RO Chris making sure that everybody is set and ready to go. Once we get underway, we will talk about what this stage looks like for anybody who hasn't watched our previous YouTube videos. The last time that we saw our StrengthErg, we saw it at a couple of stages this season. We saw it at New Hampshire where they used it as a leg press, but today they are using it as a bench press. So the standard, your feet must be on the ground. They cannot be placed on the erg itself. Women are looking to get to 250 kgs. So on the screen, it is going to be counting down, and Becky is done and will be the first, as well as Jamie, to the firing line. 8 total rounds with a 15-minute time cap, alternating each round between pistol and rifle. Starting with the rifle, it's going to be 90 yards out in 12 shots. No targets on the paper. It is just white paper. Target counts. Hits anywhere in the white. To the left, we have Becky. To the right, we have Carla. Both have already earned their ticket to nationals later this season. And Becky, our first athlete, through her clearing procedure done, and she will begin round 2 of 8 back to the StrengthErg. Becky's got a very unique story, especially with maybe what people expect tactical games to be. So we do have a lot of competitors that have military background, that are in the police force. Becky trains horses. She loves fitness. She grew up hunting and with rifles and in a family with guns, but it's not part of her day-to-day job. She's a civilian and she is out here at the top of the women's 40+ division, absolutely crushing it. Finished first just a couple of months ago in New Hampshire for her first regional event of the season, and has been to nationals, I believe 2 or 3 times. Found her a couple of years ago after she saw one of her favorite CrossFit athletes, Alvarez, throwing her hat in the ring. I thought, hey, what the heck is this sport and how do I get involved? And quickly after that, Becky signed up for our athlete camp and has been drinking the Kool-Aid ever since. And her friend Carla. These women are part of what they like to call Cougarville. They got a lot of energy. They come for the community, for the people, and of course for the fitness and to test themselves with fitness and shooting. A lot of these athletes is the first time that they've ever been on one of these StrengthErgs, so they had the opportunity to test it out during our athlete check-in on Friday, but other than that, it's kind of just figure it out as you go. done. I believe she's just starting her 4th round. She's done with rifle. Then next we will move to pistol, which will show you once these athletes get there. Everybody else still out at the firing line. Finish up their rifle. Jamie now back to her StrengthErg.
I would assume
Just 4 minutes in.
they're all bought too. Carla probably won.
And even using a reverse grip to figure out, okay, how do I rest my triceps? How do I rest my forearms? Is there any way that I can rest them and try to change the way that we're gripping? Becky now making her way to the firing line. For pistol, it's going to be about 50 yards out. Also going to be freestyle rather. And 12 shots at that white sheet target. Clear, and she is done. As her competitors now make their way to the firing line. So I think that for Jamie, this might be her first time competing with the women's 40+ division. Earlier this season, she was at the team event in Mountain Home, Texas, which allowed her to qualify for nationals through the tactical division. So regardless, she has earned that ticket. But now might be considering, hey, maybe I want to compete against the other women in my division, in the 40+ division. So in order to do that at nationals, she does need to earn a ticket in that respective division. And a lot of what we've seen, so different than a traditional bench press where there's a lot of performance points. You want to be pushing your feet and your heels into the ground. For this, it is a little more challenging if you're vertically challenged, which I also would be. So a disadvantage to maybe our shorter athletes for this one because they can't plant their feet into the ground. Maybe they need a couple of plates. I know when I do traditional bench press, typically I put 25 or 45 plates underneath to get a little bit more stable when I'm pushing my foot and my heel into the ground. But as Cheryl told us, she can't get her feet to the ground. And she makes a very good point. But something else other than that is you don't want to lift, or technically you cannot lift your butt off of the bench. For this, the mechanics are a little bit different than that type of bench press because you can use it almost as a hinge movement if you want to use a little bit more core and not just upper body. We'll see from kind of the side angle where Becky, she's hinging at the hip which we've seen in a couple of the other divisions, specifically Sale Hernandez in the men's elite division. He found this technique to work really well for him instead of trying to stay super vertical, or even you have that arch in your back when you were laying down on a bench doing a traditional bench press.
Keep it up.
Becky and Cheryl at the firing line, both on their pistol. These are two women that have competed together. They've also trained together. And that's something that is so great about this sport, is truly the camaraderie. It's a small community. Of course, we do want it to grow bigger, but it's very much grassroots, and you know your competitors. You're at the same events or so many events throughout the season. In between stages, you are set up at tents or in somebody's vehicle, having snacks together, recovering together, chatting about, okay, what went right, what went wrong, and that is one of the great things about this sport, is it truly does feel like a community. It is a community.
Clear.
Five minutes.
And just 5 minutes left to the 15-minute time cap. I think for most of these athletes, that's going to be their final round with the rifle. And then one more round on the StrengthErg before they can move to their last 12 shots with their pistol. And that is exactly what Becky Wagner is doing right now, as she loads her pistol in just 12 shots. And time will stop when she touches her erg. And she is done.
Clear.
And Cheryl is done. We'll come watch the last of these women finishing up. Jamie is done. Carla finishing up her last 12 shots. Carla's done, and Cammie is now on her final round. And she is done. All these competitors in the time cap. Whoa, shaking out your arms. Oh no.
Jelly.
Okay, forearms, triceps, biceps,
Shoulders.
what?
Shoulders.
Oh no, I
sorry,
got it.
you got it.
You rest those
Sorry,
shoulders.
I don't have oxygen in my brain right now.
How did that feel in comparison to a traditional bench press?
It felt very different for me. I think maybe I had it a little too high. I think maybe if I had it one lower, it would have felt more benchy, but since it was a little high, it felt a lot more in my shoulders. It was coming like center chest here, but a lot more shoulder,
All right, ladies, good. Please up your
less chest
weapons and your
than a
equipment.
traditional bench.
Well, good work out there.
Ladies, stand by the judge.
And look, wait, we need that hug again. Becky and Steve, the couple of the season. We see Steve all the time. He volunteers while he watches his badass wifey, Becky.
Hi.
Steve, when are you going to compete?
I don't know.
Does that mean never, Becky?
Probably. As long as he keeps coming with me, though, that's fine.
Does he always hold all of your awards when you win?
Yeah, he carries everything.
I'm the driver, the carrier.
Driver, carrier, also volunteer though, which we do need to shout out because they really do the Lord's work. Becky, how did that one feel? Have you ever, I don't think I've seen you on a StrengthErg before.
I can't lift my arms over my head right now. Like everything here is burning, but it's a cool machine. Like I started off bending my arms, and then I ended up just keeping my arms straight and hinging, and that saved my arms a little bit and allowed me to shoot a little bit. I have no idea how I shot. I mean, the rifle was so hard.
Did you feel it in your core by hinging, lower back? What did you feel it in when you changed it?
Hinging was core for sure. It was a core burner, but I felt like that was fine because I was trying to save my arms to hold the rifle up.
And you've already gotten your ticket to nationals about a month or so ago. What is then your focus on this weekend?
Just shooting better. Just want to be better every day. Every day better.
What about you, Steve? What's your goal this weekend?
To count targets.
To not fall asleep at the wheel on the way home.
Yeah. To my
Okay.
dog safe.
We want you guys to both come back. Good work. Truly some awesome competitors. And yeah, we don't shout out our volunteers enough. Here they are, all in the red shirts, pulling targets. We couldn't make this happen without each and every one of them. And also, if you're watching and like, I don't know that I want to compete yet, but maybe volunteering is a journey for you. That's a great way to learn about the sport on the fly, ask a lot of questions, meet a lot of great people, and just again, another way to be part of our community. Once again, y'all need to make sure you like and subscribe. Share this to a friend. We want to keep this thing growing, keep the trajectory up and up. We want to see you out here, whether you're competing, volunteering, spectating, etc. But otherwise, we will see you for our next video.